The following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. And the winds have subsided here in beautiful downtown Burlington. My name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program for the 17th day of February 2022. I promise we won't fall down after trying to do a quadruple jump and all that, if you're a figure skating fan. And yes, yesterday's stream was postponed, and I, of course, got the dates wrong on my own Facebook group. Good job, Ron. Good effort. So, technically, this game was supposed to be today. The Houston Astros and the Chicago Cubs, ironically, from the Windy City of Chicago. It'll be Nolan Ryan for the Astros and Dick Ruthven for the Cubs. Both of these teams are in second place in their respective divisions as we head in to Memorial Day weekend 1985. So, what happened yesterday? Well, we had 45-mile-an-hour sustained winds for a little while, blowing directly into my window, kind of like that. And you were going to hear it in the microphone. It was blowing that hard and that loud, and they were talking about trees and branches and power lines and all that, and so you never want to start a stream you can't finish, or a sentence that you can't finish. Either way. So that's why the delay. Always, I'm trying to post my cancellations on the Digital Dice Facebook group, but if you join my Facebook group, Retro Sports Network, it's where you get all the schedule updates in real time. I know, an exciting thing for more on your Facebook feeds. All right, so it will be Nolan Ryan, who I'm kind of excited about, against Dick Ruthven, who Chicago wasn't all that excited about. Cubs and Astros, next. As Retro Sports Network presents 1985 Major League Replay today from Wrigley Field in Chicago. It will be the Chicago Cubs and the Houston Astros. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. It is not really the Windy City today in Chicago. 68 degrees, clear skies, winds blowing left to right at 6. As we get going, Dick Ruthven, a former Philly pitcher, is on the hill for the Cubs, making his 4th start of the year. He would make 15 in total for the Cubs. He's 34 years old, a fastball pitcher at 82, and a standard pitcher. Does not favor the ground ball nor the fly ball. And 1-0 is his record. He beat the Dodgers on May 7th with a 5.06 ERA. He hasn't pitched in 2 weeks, or 12 days, rather. His last outing against the Padres on May 12th, 6-4 win. He went 5 innings, and that's really all you can expect him to get today on the 90 pitch count. 7 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He walked 2 and struck out 1. So his replay numbers to the moment: 16 innings, 21 hits, 9 runs, all earned. He's given up a homer. That came to the Pirates. He has walked 9 and struck out 5, and that gets him the Dolly Parton Player of the Game. The lineup he'll face, it'll be Billy Doran leading off for Houston at second base. Terry Poole is in right, he'll bat second. Denny Walling at first will go third. Jose Cruz in left will clean up. Jerry Mumphrey in center will bat fifth. Phil Garner at third, bat sixth. Bailey behind the plate, I think it's Mark, he'll bat seventh. Craig Reynolds at short will bat eighth, and Nolan Ryan on the hill will bat ninth. Defensively for the Cubs, it'll be Bosley in left. He's an 8 and a 1. That's a ramen noodle arm. Bob Dernier is a 7 and a 3 in center, and Keith Moreland is a 2 and an 8 in right. So not much range, but a very good arm when he does get to the ball. Around the infield, Ron Shea is a 4 at third. Larry Boa a 5 at second. Ryan Sandberg a 5 at Boa's a 5 at short. Sandberg is a 5 at second. Durham a 6 at first. Jody Davis, and his eyes are behind the plate, a 6 and a 7. And Ruthven is a 7 on the mound out of 10 with a .941 fielding percentage. Doran steps up at 2-4. I just saw the opponent batting average here. Ouch. 248, 3 homers, and 18 RBI. So a beautiful day at Wrigley. Harry's had a couple Budweisers already. Steve Stone is working on the cigar. Good-sized crowd on this Friday, May 24th, 1985. And Ruthven starts the game with a base hit up the middle. Past Sandberg. Dernier will pick it up. And Duran is on with a single. And he has a 54% chance to steal. Here's Terry Poole. Terry at 247. No homers and 7 RBI. Pitch. Poole will drop that one down on a bunt. Durham will pick it up. Throws to Sandberg, and they got Poole. So Duran goes to second. You made it. Yeah, that's why I created a Facebook group, and of course I got the dates wrong on my own stuff. Here's Denny Walling. Denny at 245, 2 homers, 11 doubles, and 11 RBI. 1 point in elementary school, when I was well old enough to know better how to do this, like the 6th grade. That's middle school today. I spelt my name wrong on a paper. I spelt my own name wrong. And I got points taken off because I couldn't figure out, because I was too lazy to spell my name correctly. Pitch to Walling. There goes Doran. The throw down to Say, and Bill is safe. How about that? A 44% chance of stealing the bag, and that's his 4th steal of the year. So 1 strike and 1 out to Walling. Ruthven from the stretch. Ground ball to Sandberg. Duran will score. Sandberg goes to first for the 2nd out, but the Astros lead at 1-0. So nobody on for Jose Cruz. Cruz, oh my gosh. If Ruthven gets through 5 here, I'd be stunned with that expected outcome box. Cruz at 293, 5 homers, and 21 RBI. Your biological clock told me it was midday baseball o'clock. Yeah, I would not rely on... Yes! John, you just missed it. Wow. Great minds think alike. Duran when he... Yep, you missed it. Sorry. Twitch and YouTube, by the way, are terrible at letting you know when someone's on live. You can always click the bell, but you got a better chance of finding out that your milk has expired in the fridge than when someone goes live. Cruz, they give you those numbers? I will again. 293, 5 homers, and 21 RBI. And, of course, Duran scoring the run was hungry like the wolf. Pitch to Cruz. Walked him. So the first walk, here's Mumphrey. Jerry at 266. 4 homers and 18 RBI. Cruz not a threat to steal, although the Astros have a stolen base already. Yeah, Ruthven El Stunko by this time in his career. If I had the big glasses like Keith Olbermann, you could read it in that voice. Pitch to Mumphrey. Cruz goes. That's into right. Moreland will flag it down, and that will retire the side. Oh, my God, those are hard to read. Ruthven goes 17 pitches, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. The Astros leave a runner on. We will read these to you as much as I can. It is 1-0 Astros. And it's Nolan Ryan on the mound. Nolan is 4-2 with an ERA of 3.07. The Ryan Express making his 10th appearance of the year. Hard to believe he's 38. Fastball at 93 and a ground ball pitcher. He has not faced the Cubs yet. He went 6 days ago. Thanks for saying... Oh, you're welcome, Dave. Anything for you. Ryan last pitched Saturday against the Cardinals and took a no decision. They won the game 2-1. Ryan went 7 innings, 102 pitches, a hit, a run. It was unearned. Imagine that, not getting a decision. He walked 2 and struck out 7. His season high for strikeouts was 10 against the Braves on the 28th of April. So in 58 and 2/3 innings, he's allowed 48 hits, 21 runs, 20 earned, 2 homers. He's walked 23. He had conquered his control by this point and struck out 58. It'll be Bob Dernier leading off for Chicago in center field. Ryne Sandberg will bat second and play second. Bosley in left will hit third. Durham cleans up at first. Moreland is in right. He's a 5. He'll bat fifth. Ron Say, the Penguin, bats sixth at third. Jody Davis in his eyes behind the plate goes seventh. Larry Boa at short will bat 8. And Dick Ruthven, at least will get 1 at bat. He'll bat 9th. Defensively for Houston, it'll be Jose Cruz. He's a 6 and a 7 in left. Jerry Mumphrey is a 3 and a 5 in center. Terry Poole is a 3 and a 6 in right. Phil Garner is a 4 at third, and I'll read the fielding percentages because they're nasty to read. .932. Craig Reynolds a 6 at short, .977. Duran is 6 at second, .980. Walling a 5 at first, .993. The outfield fielding percentages, .971 for Cruz, .967 for Mumphrey, and .1000 for Poole. Mark Bailey a .979 behind the plate, a 7 and a 3, and Ryan a 7 range with a .929 fielding percentage. We do send this your way in 1080p, but not sure that's going to matter. Dernier at 263, 4 doubles and 11 RBI. Yes, Bosley should play for the Angels. David Doyle. And of course, he's talking about Charlie's Angels. Stratomatic Release Day Eve. How you doing, John? David Doyle did a lot on Match Game when he was on his years on Charlie's Angels. Pitch to Dernier. Ground ball to first. Walling moves over. 1 out. And I'll bring up Ryne Sandberg. Ryan at .314, 3 homers, and 18 RBI. 15 stolen bases. That's third in the National League. Ryan delivers. There's a base hit in the right center field. That goes over Duran's glove. And Sandberg has a hit. Bosley at .324, no homers, and 4 RBI. Throw to first, Sandberg is back. And now we'll steal. So the Ryan Express goes home, and Sandberg goes to second to throw down to Reynolds, and Rhino has his 16th of the year. How you doing, Amish? Amish must set his color because I can't read it. Amish Elvis taking care of business only because I click on it. No, Baseball Demos has will be here. He's David Baseball Demos. So 1-0 count to Bosley. The pitch. There's a fly ball, right center field. Mumphrey drifting back there, and he will make the catch. Solapsky Smurf, how are you? Sandberg goes to third without a throw. So 2 out, the tying run on third for Leon Durham. At .224, a homer and 15 RBI. Trust me, there's enough pun makers that are regulars in this chat. Tribe Fan, Todd B. I haven't seen Demos in a while. I know he's producing stuff. Pitch to Durham. Got him! So the 0-2, he got fooled on the curve, and that will retire the side. No runs, a hit, no errors. Cubs leave on a runner after 1. 1-0 Houston. So Phil, I'm not Jennifer Garner, leads off the second, with Mark Bailey and Craig Reynolds to follow. Phil at 248, 4 homers, and 16 RBI. There's a line drive to left. That's extra bases. Bosley will chuck it back in. Sandberg by the bag at second, and Garner has his 6th double of the year. So Garner caught a little bit off guard by how Bosley actually threw that one in. Here's Mark Bailey. Mark at 213, a homer, and 9 RBI. He and Mr. Ashby are the joint catchers for the Astros here in 85. Chopper up the middle. Garner goes to third. Sandberg on the grass throws to first, and that is an out. So 1 out for Reynolds. Craig at 294. 3 doubles, 2 triples, a homer. That makes some contact. And 7 RBI. Yep, Jennifer Garner is one of Hollywood's unappreciated beauties. How'd your appointment go, John? Pitch to Reynolds. Slaps out one to Sandberg. They'll take the sure out at first. And it's 2-1 Houston as Garner scores. And now I'll bring up Nolan Ryan. He'll have to do the June 5th Cubs game. Okay. That allegedly is in 85 or 86? Was that actually filmed in 85? Anyway, here's Nolan Ryan. Nolan is 1 for 14. He's got a double and an RBI. Pitch to Nolan. There's a line drive to left. Bosley makes the catch to retire the side. Astros get a run and a hit. No errors. Bottom 2, 2-0. Big Dave. How are you? Great day for a ball game. Any day's a great day for a ball game. Let's just... Oh, no, John. Let's just say the groundhog saw a shadow. 6 more weeks of winter. Oh, John, I'm sorry. At least you get workman's comp for this. It'll be Moreland, Say, and Davis here in the second. Keith at 306. 4 homers and 27 RBI. Ryan winds and deals. And there is a base hit into right center. Over Doran. And Mumphrey will pick it up. Brings up Ron Say. Ron at 322. 8 homers and 23 RBI. 2-0 Stros here in the second. Pitch to Say. Chopper to third. What's Garner going to do? Is he going to try for 2? No, he's going to let it roll foul. 85, Cubs versus the Braves. Well, I will... Remind me on the Facebook group, and I will make sure that we do it. That was my favorite movie as a teenager. 1 and 2 the count to Say. Ryan deals. In the left field. Back goes Cruz. Away back there. And that ball is on Waveland Avenue. So the Cubs go ahead 3-2 as the Penguin plops a 2-run shot down the line and left. Oh, it's 2-2. Pardon me. I've been sniffing Harry's beer, I guess. So Ryan just kind of left that one over the middle of the plate. And there wasn't a thing that Cruz could do. Oh, John. Thank you so much. So 2-2 the score. Go Cubs or Dodgers. Dodgers are in first. You can't beat the fun at the old ballpark. No, you can't there, Elvis. Jody Davis at 248, 7 homers and 20 RBI. So Ryan, that's only the 3rd home run he's given up all year. Pitch to Davis. That's going to be in the left center field. Cruz. He'll pick it up and throw it back in. 4th hit for the Cubs. Brings up Larry Boa, 244, no homers and 2 RBI. Davis actually has decent speed. Boa. Ground ball right back to Ryan. Goes to Doran for 1, over to Walling, and it's a 1-4-3. So 2 out. Bases empty for Dick Ruthven. There was a 40% chance of striking out right here. He's 1 for 5 on the replay. And I'm assuming that the strikeout... Wait, there's a hard shot to Reynolds. Oh! He has to go to Doran, and Doran throws to first. That's a robbed hit. Reynolds was so deep on the grass he couldn't get a throw to first. So he went to Doran, and Ryan, thinking he was out, was kind of lollygagging down there, and Doran threw him out. So the very, very rare 6-4-3 single out. It was so rare you couldn't even see it. But the Cubs get 2 runs on 3 hits. They don't leave anybody on. We go to the third, 2-2. Now here's Rio. Bill dances on the sand. He's got himself a single, a run scored, and he stole his 4th base. Ruthven starts the third with a strikeout. He got him. 2-2, swung on and missed on a fastball that Bugs Bunny would have thought was slow. So the opening 10 for Ruthven, 38 pitches, 2 1/3 innings, 2 hits, a walk and a strikeout. Poole sacrificed bunted his first time up. Sends that one into right center field. Back goes Dernier. That's going to be extra bases. That will hit in the ivy. Poole has 2 at least. Dernier digs it out. Terry going for 3, and that is a triple. That's a triple. 1 out for Walling, who is an RBI and is 0 for 1. Question, me being the Action PC guru, I have all these old Action PC and football on my computer going back to 2019. You do not need them if you don't want them, because whatever version you do have, Matt, will open what's in that DK Sports folder, because that's where all the data is. So if data is an issue on your hard drive, you know you don't need it. You just keep the latest version of what you want. Although, if you want to see what things look like, you can always keep it up. Boy, the wind has changed. It's now blowing left to right at 20 on a 70-degree day. So no, if you don't want anything of the older versions, it doesn't overwrite anything, but you can safely remove them. Just don't take out the new ones. So Poole on third, 1 out. Walling has an RBI, 0 for 1. Walling in the shallow center. Dernier coming in. Pulled way down the line, goes back to tag, and will score without a throw. And the Astros go up 3-2. So nobody on, 2 out for Jose Cruz, who walked his first time up. Ruthven is kind of surviving this one. Ground ball to Sandberg in the hole over to first for the out. Astros get another run on another hit. They don't leave leave anybody on, or the Cubbies don't make any errors. Bottom 3, 3-2 Houston. So top of the lineup for the Cubs, Ryan is opening 9 on 30 pitches, 2 hits, 2 innings, 4 hits, a home run to Say, and a strikeout. His 59th of the year. Dernier is 0 for 1. Struck him out. He got him to swing on a good curve. Brings up Sandberg, who singled and scored. That's a base hit, left side. Cruz will pick it up. And Rhino takes a long look at second and goes back. Brings up Bosley. He was on Heart to Heart, too, wasn't he? David Doyle. Another question about the plus or minus on the fences. Where is the best place to put them? Okay, the minus is the bottom of the fence, and the plus is the top. I didn't even finish reading the rest of the question, but that's what it is. The minus is the bottom, and the plus is the top. And that is how Wrigley Field is done. That's an internal one by the computer. I didn't do that one. And so that's how everything should look. Although, just in case you ever want to know. So Sandberg now is 16 on the... How did the computer do that? Those are all done by the Cook people. It will recognize where they think things are if you add ballparks. And so it's not as bad as it used to be. But there are some things you got to manually drag out. I've done a video on it on YouTube if you want to take a look. Pitch to Bosley. Got him. That's 3. So 1-2 fastball, swing and a miss. 2 out for Durham. Leon struck out his first time up. Sandberg's going to go. Bailey throws down to second. And Rhino has number 17. So the default pictures, to get back to Matt's question, are all taken care of. So if you're playing a modern season, the pictures aren't all that great. That's all done for you. When you add your own pictures is when you have to do it by hand. And it's a lot easier now than when it was. Some Amazon device thought I was talking to her. So Sandberg on second, a 1-strike count to Durham. Bottom of the third. Leon, ground ball up the middle. Mumphrey will pick it up. Sandberg has speed to burn. And he will attempt to score. Mumphrey will do what? Mumphrey will just throw it in the infield. And we're tied again at 3. So an RBI single from Durham. And that'll bring up Moreland. Keith has a run and a hit. Yep, you've added plenty of those older ballparks. I've had them for years. People ask where I get such and such a shot, and I honestly don't remember. The file, though, is much too big to put anywhere. Moreland has a single. Durham on first. Throw to first. And he's safe. Some of the nice cartoonish ones are from the old High Heat game. And I must have about 100 of those. But for the ones that are default, I mean, obviously this is not how Wrigley Field looked in 85, but it looks enough like Wrigley to count. And again, some device that I was talking to her. Pitch to Moreland. Walked him. Ryan kind of off his rhythm because I keep running my mouth. 2 out for Say. The Penguin hit one on the Waveland Avenue, his 9th of the year, his last time up. He now has 25 RBI. So first and second, 2 out, and a 3-3 tie. Ryan from the stretch. Got him! A 1-2, swing and a miss. But the Cubs tie the ball game. A run on 2 hits and no errors. Go to the 4th. 3-3. And Ruthven is giving me the fatigue warning after 49 pitches. Gracious Saint Marie. So it's Mumphrey. Mumphrey's 0 for 1. Ruthven starts the 4th with a fly ball to left. Bosley will make the catch. 1 out. Brings up Garner. Phil has a double and a run scored. 1 for 1. We will be discussing playoffs on the next edition of Digital with Dice. I don't know if Mr. Gardner is still here. What would you like to hear us touch upon? Pitch to Garner. Here's a liner in the left. Bosley makes the catch. 2 out. And that'll bring up Mark Bailey. Mark is 0 for 1. 3-3, top of the 4th. Walked him. Never want to walk the catcher. Jody Davis said something to the home plate umpire. And Joe West said, I heard it was a ball. It was just a bit outside. Harry in the next booth is going, what are you complaining about? That was a ball. I'm sorry, Harry in the next booth is complaining because he thought that Davis framed it well. Here's Reynolds. Craig is 0 for 1 with an RBI. Ruthven deals. There's a line drive right to Durham, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits. The Astros leave a runner on. Bottom 4. 3-3 the score. And so, here are the standings as we head into Memorial Day weekend. So this is as of Thursday. So the Dodgers a game and a half on the Astros, who've won 2 straight. That's a great topic, okay? I always wonder if adding playoff games in baseball and basketball changes any of the defaults. What do you mean, John? Mets and Reds, by the way, will be part of our Memorial Day doubleheader. The Reds have lost 2 straight. They're 8.5 back. The Mets are 17-19. I don't get that at all. Cardinals might be coming back down to earth. They have the best record in baseball, 26-12. The Cubs hanging in there at 22-15, but we know it goes south for them soon. The American League, Kansas City has won 9 straight. Oh, okay. Not a question. Yeah. It shouldn't change the defaults, John. 3.5 in front of California and Seattle. In the East, the Blue Jays 4 over Detroit and Boston. They're 26-13. And they are 14-6 on the road. So Jody Davis has a single. 1 for 1. 6 hits for the Cubs, 3 for the Astros. Pitch to Jody. Right back to Ryan, who throws to first. 1 out. Larry Boa grounded into a double play. D. Scott Howard is late. He's late because I called one of his goats he watches a Giant fan the other day because he was being mean to me. Just got in for morning goat and chicken duty. Glad it's warm enough where you are that you can do that. 3-3, bottom 4. Boa. Into right. Poole. 2 out. Poole actually had to make a diving slide on the dirt to make the catch. Here's Ruthven. Ruthven's going to bat here. He should have 25 pitches left. I'm not going to go to the bullpen in the 4th. He's 0 for 1. Ryan kicks and deals. Struck him out. That's 5 for Ryan. After 4, 3-3. Ruthven might be tired after 65 pitches. Oh my gosh. Wind now is blowing 26 left to right. Ryan is 0 for 1. Ruthven deals, and that's into right field. Moreland will come in for the out. 1 away for Billy Doran. Bill is 1 for 2. Has singled, struck out, stole a base and scored. Ruthven is opening 18, 4 1/3, 68 pitches, 3 hits, 2 walks, 3 earned runs, and a strikeout. All right, John, I'll read that after Doran. Ruthven deals. There's a slow ground ball to second. Sandberg gobbles it up over to first, 2 out. On Action PC Football, I've noticed that when I play regular season games, they have injuries. But in the playoffs, there are no injuries. Just in another season, the same thing happened. You can check the settings. Oh, you know, the one I would check there is there's one setting that you can match that injuries can't exceed real life games. So they may be disabled on the playoff tree. I don't know. Can we just acclaim the Jays as AL East champs and not allow the Yankees to make a comeback? No. Unless there's a substantial cash reward for me doing so. Here's Terry Poole. Terry tripled and scored. He's 1 for 1. 2 out here in the 5th. Poole, slow bounder to say. Ronnie goes across the way. He's got to hurry, and Poole is out on the bang banger. How about that? Halfway home on a Thursday afternoon in Chicago. It's the Astros 3, the Cubs 3. And join us late. Here's how we got here as Zalapsky Smurf tries to figure out how much he needs to PayPal him. Denny Walling with a fielder's choice in the top of the first to make it 1-0 Houston. In the second, Craig Reynolds with a fielder's choice made it 2-0 Houston. And you heard me drink, if you did that, it was my vanilla almond tea. Talking about a taster's choice. It was yummy. Ron Say, a 2-run shot in the bottom of the second, made it a 2-2 tie. In the third, Denny Walling hit a sac fly to make it 3-2. In the bottom of the third, Leon Durham singled to score Ryan Sandberg to tie the ball game at 3. So Nolan Ryan, 4 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He has struck out 5. Dick Ruthven coming towards the end of his stint, 5 innings, 3 hits, and the runs were all earned. Dernier is 0 for 2. The Yankees have won 6 of 10. Your commercial was in French. Oui, oui. You feel very multicultural, eh? But the Yankees are 6 and 16 on the road and 3 and 8 in the division. So those are two things that they're already 8 games in the hole. Granted, the Blue Jays aren't going to playing in a 667 pace all year. But the Yankees have dug themselves quite the hole. Don't remember if I ever had that problem with football, but this morning this is Midlife Crisis, during my 81-82 NBA replay. Good morning, Forrest. Sidney Moncrief with the durability of 10 got injured in Game 1 of the Bucks playoff series, out for 2 games. Well, if they're playing the Celtics, that's a good thing because you want the Celtics to win. No? That's not what you meant? Dernier is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Ryan is opening 18, 69 pitches, 4 innings, 6 hits. The home run to Say. He has walked 1 and struck out 5. Dernier does not bunt. That's into left field. Cruz goes over by the bullpens, by the Bartman area, and makes the catch in the stands. 1 out. And now bring up Sandberg. Rhino is 2 for 2. Has singled twice, stolen 2 bases, and scored once. It's good afternoon here on the East Coast. Basketball injuries in action are a little overpowered in your opinion? Yeah, I think it's better because you can get hurt in the game. It forces you to be a better coach, I think. I'm currently doing 85-86 in Strat for the Celtics, and I have injuries and fatigue turned off. When I get to 40 games, I'll do a video on it. I am loving it. It is so much fun. Pitch to Sandberg. Struck him out. Ryan got him on a full count changeup. Rhino thought he was getting the express, and Ryan gave him a UPS ground. 2 out for Bosley, who was 0 for 2 with a strikeout. That's 6 for Nolan. Popped up. Bailey behind the plate, and that will find the screen. And the count is 2-2. Ryan winds and deals. Base hit up the middle. So Bosley will round first and hold. Mumphrey throws that in. That's the 7th hit. Here's Durham. Leon is singled and struck out. 1 for 2. 7 hits for the Cubbies, 3 for the Astros. Bosley goes. That's a base hit into left center field. Mumphrey will cut it off. Bosley will hold at second. Here's Moreland. Keith has singled, walked, and scored. Yeah. Zalapsky says, I found that often you're left with one guy at a position for the entire game because rosters are so small in basketball. Oh, yeah. That could be an issue, especially if you're playing against the computer. Moreland has an RBI, has a run scored, a single and a walk. First and second, 2 out, bottom of the 5th. Pitch to Moreland. In the left, Cruz will ride the Schwinn, and that will retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the 6th. They're going to try to milk Ruthven for another inning, 3-3. Speaking of playoffs, yes, the buddy I'm playing 61 with, we are playing you must win 2 games in order to win 1, if that makes any sense. In other words, if the Tigers win game 1 and the Yankees win the next game, that series is not tied at 1. The team that wins the next game will get the first series win. You must win 4 out of... Okay. Yeah, that made my head hurt. But it sounds fun. Essentially, you're playing a best of 21. Nope, versus the Nets, but I guided my Sixers to come from 16 down to a win over the Celtics in game 1 of their series, and I lost Bobby Jones in the first quarter. Yep, the next show for Digital Dice will be discussing playoffs. But that sounds like a fun project, Matt. Walling has 2 RBI. He's 0 for 1. Pitch to Denny is in the center. Dernier comes in. Take 2 to leave. Okay, tomorrow is absolutely fine, Dave. I got to do grocery shopping. So tomorrow works. Cruz is 0 for 1 with a walk. But with a buddy, that sounds like that's a lot of fun. Just kind of play an endless series and get some time in with some teams that you grew up with. And Gardner triggers the auto sensor. Yes, that is Dave Gardner. Pitch to Cruz. There's a base hit into left center field. Bosley will pick it up. And I think now we're going to go get Ruthven. Oh, man. They're all righties. And I need someone to go multiple innings. So it's Larry Sorensen. So Sorensen coming in. And he will get the chance to bat because everyone else is a short reliever. For Larry, his 13th appearance of the year. 2-1 and a save and a 4.15 ERA. Last pitched on the 20th, an inning and a third against the Reds. Took the loss. Where's Brad for this one? An inning and a third, 34 pitches, 5 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 2 homers. Goodness gracious. And a strikeout. So 17 and a third overall. He's 30 years old, a fastball pitcher, 84, and a fly ball pitcher. And the win now is at 26 from left to right. 18 hits, 8 runs, all earned, 4 homers. He's walked 2. And struck out 5. So Cruz on first, Mumphrey at the plate. Jerry is 0 for 2, 1 out here in the top of the 6th. There's a liner to right. Moreland has played perfectly, and that is an out. So 2 out for Garner. Phil 1 for 2, a double and a run scored. Cruz goes. That's going to drop into left center. Dernier will pick it up. And Cruz will cruise into third. Brings up Mark Bailey. Mark is 0 for 1 with a walk. Runners on the corners. 3-3 tie. 2 out, top the 6th. Sorensen deals. Struck him out. A swing and a miss on a beauty of a curve, and that will retire the side. The Astros strand 2. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. Bottom 6, 3-3. So Say, whose 2-run shot in the second, tied the game at 2. Davis and Boa and Sorensen will either bunt. He's going to need to stay in. Pitch to Say. Oh! Who got ejected? Say said a few words. He said the magic word. I believe John Lennon behind the plate, and Say said Yoko Ono sucks. And Lennon run him up in 0-2, just below the belt. Harry is just having a fit in the booth next door. What was that magic word? Yoko Ono sucks. And so Say got rung up. Here's Jody Davis. Oh, that's even a better one. New York style pizza's better than Chicago style. Is the P silent? Say, said the wrong word. Yeah. Za. Davis is 1 for 2. They couldn't get to Say fast enough. Jody's going to need those calls later on. 1 out. 7 now for Ryan. Popped up. Reynolds will make the catch behind the bag. So 73 degrees, and the wind's now out to left center. Toward the lake, I think, at 26. Brings up Boa, who's 0 for 2. 2 out. Ryan deals. Ground ball is short. Reynolds will wrap it up. Throws to first. And that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the 7th in a 3-3 tie. And by default, Chris Spire is a third baseman. He's a 5. And he'll bat 6th. So Sorensen will get this inning and then we'll get yanked. Reynolds, Ryan, and Doran to face Larry here in this top of the 7th. Reynolds is 0 for 2 with an RBI. Sorensen starts the inning with a fly ball left center field, and that's going to be tough out there because the wind's blowing right out there. 1 out. So if you pretend that that replay board is not there with a wind trust sign, that's where the wind is headed, for the old Torco sign on Waveland. Did not realize that Nolan didn't strike out more than innings pitched in 85. How many seasons did he have more than innings pitched? I don't know off the top of my head, but I think by the mid-80s that was starting to come down. And of course, by 87, when Ryan should have won the Cy Young Award, that went back up again. And the Rangers just didn't use his arm all that much. If you will, Ryan was the prototype with Texas of how a modern pitcher works. Just go out there, throw as hard as you can, and when you're done, you're done. Jim Pankovich is going to pinch hit, so Ryan's day is done. Wow. Pankovich is a pinch hitter. 250, 2 homers, and 3 RBI. 263 overall, those same numbers. Sorensen deals, and that's into left field. Bosley will come in, 2 out. Brings up Bill Duran. Doran 1 for 3. A single, a strikeout, a stolen base, and a run scored. Yeah, I mean, the Rangers just let him go hard. Of course, when you're that age, why not? He had close to 300 in a season with the Rangers before his arm gave out. And remember, he'd pitch another 8 years after this one. 2 out. Into right center and gone. Doran just crushed that one. Well back in the bleachers. And by the time he hit third, that ball was back in the infield. That's his 4th of the year. Smashed that one 383 feet. So Ryan can get the win if the Astros can hold the lead. So 4-3 Houston. Here's Poole. Terry 1 for 2, a triple and a run scored. Solapsky's Mercer, you should have said no to Jim Pankovitz. Can't hit. Because he can't. Yeah, you're right. No one bought tickets to see Jim Pankovitz. And so now here is Paul Harvey. Little did you know that underneath the scoreboard sits Jim Pankovitz's mom, dad, and childhood dog Clyde, who came all the way from Wichita, Kansas, to see their boy play against the Chicago Cubs. And now you know the rest of the story. Pitch to Poole. There's a fly ball into center field. Dernier, getting caught in that wind, will make the catch, and that will be the stretch. 4-3, Houston. Mr. DePino making his 16th appearance of the year. 29 years old, a fly ball plus pitcher, a fastball at 93. He last went the 22nd against the Pirates. Inning and 2/3, no decision, 26 pitches and 2 hits. Chat silent after that strange turn in the conversation. 16 innings for Frank, 25 hits, 14 runs, all earned. 4 homers, 12 walks and 9 strikeouts. He's 1-1 on the replay with an ERA of 7.88. Most of that, well, he's had a couple bad outings. His ERA at the beginning of the month was close to 13. In real life, 3-7 with a 4.03 ERA. Who can hit a lefty? And the answer is Brian Dayett, who's 0 for 4. We have his picture. All right, so we got the answer to the Nolan Ryan question for you. 6 seasons, he struck out 300 or more. I would venture to guess that 4 of those were with the Angels. 9 of the 27 years he pitched, he failed to strike out more than the innings that he did pitch or throw. Because really, Ryan was much more of a thrower than a pitcher in the traditional sense. He wanted to strike your tushy out. Dayett 0 for 4 with a strikeout on the replay. DePino starts the bottom of the 7th with a fly ball to left, and that ball is gone. They may not have paid to see Brian Dayett hit, but it's now a 4-4 ball game. My goodness, I did not see that one coming. Somewhere, Mario Mendoza gets out of his easy chair and smiles. My goodness. He gets a curtain call. Yeah, Ryan's legs were definitely the key. Here's Bob Dernier. Crowd buzzing now. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Base hit into left center field. Cruz will pick it up. So a 1-out single. Nobody out single. Dernier has good speed. Here's Sandberg. Rhino 2 for 3. Has singled twice. Stolen 2 bases and struck out. Also has scored. So DePino not having himself a good start. Throws to first, and Dernier is back. 4-6-0 for the Astros. They've left on 4. 4-10-0 for the Cubs. They've left on 5. Pitch to Sandberg. There's a liner in the right. Poole will have this fall right in front of him. And DePino has not been effective at all. Dernier goes into third. So first and third, nobody out for Thad Bosley, who is 1 for 3. He has singled and struck out. If you're wondering about Dayett, he did have 1 home run in 22 games. He's gone by June 19th. So first and third, nobody out. And Bosley will be pinch hit for by Gary Woods. And that'll do it for DePino as Bill Dolly comes in. Did the wind help that one? You would think at 26 out to dead center. Yeah. And it's a Wrigley kind of day. So grab your doublemint and grab your dog. Bill Dolly making his 15th appearance of the year. 27 years old. Fastball pitcher at 91 and is a standard pitcher. Hasn't pitched in 5 days. He has no record and an ERA of 2. Dave Kingman loved those Wrigley days. Yep. So the Doublemint twins. St. Louis last pitch on the 19th against St. Louis. 2 innings, 43 pitches. 3 hits, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. So overall, 18 innings, 19 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned. 3 homers, 11 walks, and 15 strikeouts. So he comes in with nobody out, runners on the corners, and a 4-4 tie. He is right in the frying pan already. Gary Woods will hit. They just don't have the bench to replace him. He is 2 for 8 on the year with a double. And he does have an RBI as a pinch hitter. Throw to first. Sandberg is back. Pitch to Woods. Walked him. So they're loaded. And so right in the barbecue pit goes Dolly. Here's Leon Durham, who was 2 for 3. He has singled twice, struck out, and driven in a run. And a single here means 2 because Sandberg has great speed on second. Durham. That's into left. That will break the tie. Cruz trying to fight the wind out there. Makes the catch. Dernier goes back to tag. Cruz is just going to throw it back in the infield, and it's 5-4 Cubs. Dayett to the Yankees for George Fontenot? Probably. Yep, and now I remember Dayett with the Yankees again. Our baseball card collections come right back to us. Here's Moreland. Keith 1 for 2. He has singled, walked, and scored. 5-4 Cubs, 1 out. Bottom of the 7th. Dolly deals. That's a ground ball up the middle. Reynolds with a stab. Doran for 1. Over to first. Do they turn it? I believe so. Yes, they do. Not before the damage is done, however. The double play is a 6-4-3. Cubs get 2 on 3 hits and no errors. We go to the 8th, 5-4 Chicago. So Gary Woods stays in the game in left. He's a 5 and a 7. And it's a 2-out save for lead. Yeah, I don't want to pull. Yeah, I got it. And so Smith will bat 9th. Smith 0-1 with 8 saves and a 2.70 ERA. Yes, they did need a lefty in the pen, you're right. He has converted 8 of 9. He's going to have to bat here, I would think. The lone blown save was on April 22nd against the Pirates. He last pitched against the Reds on the 21st, picked up a save and a 3-1 win. 2 innings, 32 pitches, a hit, and 2 strikeouts. So overall, 16 2/3, 19 hits, 5 runs, all earned. He has walked 3 and struck out 21. Walling, Cruz, and Mumphrey here in the 8th. Denny has 2 RBI. He's 0 for 2. Into right. That's a challenge. Back goes Moreland. Makes the catch. 1 out. A 26-mile-an-hour wind on a 75-degree day. Here's Cruz. Look at that batting average. 369 now. 1 for 2 with a walk today. From the wind. Struck him out. He swung on and missed a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. 2 out for Mumphrey. And Jerry is 0 for 3. Lee Arthur deals. He walked him, and the tying run is on. And Kevin Bass is going to pinch run at first. Bass has 8 speed. He's not going to steal you a bag. But if Garner can do something here, Bass can be on third in an awful big hurry. Garner is 2 for 3. He has singled, doubled, and scored. And Smith has thrown 17 pitches so far. To Garner. Got him! Swung on and missed on the hard fastball. No runs, no hits. The Astros leave a runner on. Bottom 8, 5-4 Cubs. So Spire, Davis, and Boa. And Smith is going to have to hit. Unless they have runs in. Spire at 296. A homer and 7 RBI. Pitch to Chris. To third. Garner across the way. 1 out. Bass, by the way, moves into center field. He's a 4 and a 6. And would bat 5th in the lineup. Jody Davis 1 for 3. He's got himself a single. Dolly deals. Walked him. Here's Boa. Larry is 0 for 3. And is grounded into a double play. Pitch from Dolly. There's a ground ball to Walling. They're going to get 1. They're going to get Boa. And do they get Davis as well? No. So Walling took it to the bag himself for 1, flung it down to second and safe. I'll show you what they can do. They got one that can hit a righty? They do. They've got Davey Lopes. But the 2 guys left in their pen have an ERA over 6. And so you're kind of darned if you do and darned if you don't. But we'll let you guys discuss this while I take a drink. So they have not announced Smith yet. He's just kind of waving the bat back and forth. Do you pinch hit him for Lopes and trust the game to Brewster? Or do you take the out and think that Smith can get you the last 3 outs? We'll let you think about that. Yeah, you got to keep him in. Yeah, I'm gonna trust Smith to get me my 3 outs, personally. We'll see if it backfires spectacularly. Cubs need every win they can get. Bailey and Dolly are stunned that Smith's gonna bat here. Ground ball, right side, base hit. Here comes Davis. The throw to the plate from Pull is going to be... It's going to be close. Got him. Oh! He got to hit and they couldn't get the run anyway. No runs, a couple of hits. They leave a runner on to go to the top of the ninth. 5-4. Baseball's a funny game, isn't it? Bailey Reynolds and a pinch hitter. Mark is 0 for 2. He's walked and struck out. Don't make me look like a bigger buffoon there, Lee. Ground ball to first. Durham underhands it to Smith. 1 out. That'll bring up Reynolds. Craig is 0 for 3 with an RBI. There's a chopper to first. Spire. And he makes a bad play on it. He got there late, and the Astros had the tying run on. So you know you're going to get a pinch hitter for Dolly here. Harry Spillman. Harry is a pinch hitter, is 1 for 7 with an RBI. Overall, 3 for 21, 143 an RBI, and 3 strikeout. A comedy of errors. Oh my goodness gracious. Reynolds on first. Fly ball to right. Moreland comes in. And the Astros are down to their last chance. So 2 out for Billy Doran, who was 2 for 4. He had a homer already in this game, and now is 4 on the year. He's driven in 19. He scored twice, stolen a base, and struck out. So Lee Smith trying to slam the door. A 6-out save. 5-4 Cubs. 2 out. Top of the ninth. He deals. Struck him out. The game is over.
Cubs win! Cubs win!
So, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. The Astros fall to 22-18, 4-7-0. They leave on 6. The Cubs 23-15 now, 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors, and they left on 7. So Frank DePino gets charged with a loss. Ryan could have probably pitched another 2 innings. The AI kind of, see, you yell at me for being a manager. The AI probably cost the Astros a win. Ryan, 6 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs, all earned, a homer. He's walked 1 and struck out 7. DePino couldn't retire anybody, and Dolly had to clean up the mess. Larry Sorensen gets the win. He's now 3-1, 1 2/3 innings, 2 hits, a run it was earned. The home run to Doran in a strikeout, and Lee Smith, a 6-out save, 2 innings, a walk, a hit, and 3 strikeouts. And so that's the National League leaders. We'll leave that on for a second. The Cubs are 2nd in batting and 3rd in pitching, and the top fielding team in the National League. Bet you didn't see that one coming. So the rest of this day in baseball. Cleveland beat the Blue Jays 4-1. Creel goes to 1-3. Doyle Alexander falls to 5-4. Waddell with his 5th save. Cardinals beat the Reds 4-2. Daly 2-0. Ted Power falls to 1-2. Jeff Lottie is 6th save. Joe Hesketh, a 3-hitter. Trying to move this. A 3-hitter. He struck out 6, walked a batter, and a 1-0 win. A solo homer by Timmy Raines, who went 3 for 4 in his 3rd of the year. Lasky falls to 2-3. Padres beat the Phils 6-4. Dave Dravecki goes to 3-1. John Denny, that's Cy Young, might even get him, not even get him a grand slam at Denny's. 1-7 now. Tony Gwynn 3 for 5 and a double. Pirates beat the Braves in 10, 3-2. Rod Scurry goes to 2-0. Bruce Sutter falls to 0-4. Bob Horner, his 7th of the year, 2 for 3 with 2 RBI. Dodgers beat the Mets 2-1. That's the game tomorrow, by the way. Oral Hershiser goes to 6-2. Ed Lynch falls to 4-3. Pete Guerrero, 2 for 3, his 7th of the year. Milwaukee beats the Twins 6-5. Pete Ladd, in 10 innings, goes 2-0. Ron Davis falls to 1-3. Ben Ogilvy, his first of the year, 2 for 4 with 2 RBI. White Sox beat the Royals 5-1. Dan Spillner, 4-2. Danny Jackson falls to 3-4. Bill James is 7 save. Texas beats the Red Sox 2-1. Charlie Huff goes to 8-1. Bob Stanley falls to 1-1. Yeah, I don't know, John, if the Cardinals are going to let the Cubs even get in a position to swoon. They're that good. Yankees beat the A's 4-3, despite a good effort from Chris Cordioli. 7 innings, 3 hits, and a run earned and 5 strikeouts, but the A's did walk 11. Joe Cowley gets the win. Dave Righetti, his 7th save. Mike Moore shuts out the Tigers 7-0. He goes to 5-3. Wilcox falls to 0-3. Ken Phelps 2 for 4, his 4th of the year. And last but not least, the Orioles beat the Angels 5-2. Storm Davis 3-4. Jim Slayton 4-5. Wayne Gross, his 5th of the year, and drives in 3. They're not too shabby till they get the injuries, but right now, I just think that the Mets are coming. The Cardinals will come back down to earth, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough. So that's the docket for today. Dodgers and Mets tomorrow to close out the week on Memorial Day weekend. And until noon tomorrow, I'm Ron Juckett. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a great day, everybody. So long.